This is Out Loud and Laughing.
Today is the art of doing nothing, Jon. My favorite conversation.
Hey, I'm an artist.
You are artsy.
I can be pretty lazy too.
Who are you telling?
I love this topic.
Me too.
I think a lot of people can relate to it.
To being lazy or sloth-like?
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many reasons why it happens to us. And I think we should talk about it.
Let's do it. I agree. Let's get into our last deadly sin, sloth.
And I fear that it's much deeper than just laziness, Bryan. We should do you want to dig in?
I think so.
Okay.
First of all, I think sloth obviously embodies the animal, right? The animal's super slow, super lazy, but I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing. That's how I kinda wanna start this conversation.
I don't think it's a bad thing. However, I want to pause.
Okay, let's do it.
I know it's very early to pause,
Yep.
but I have to know.
Yes.
What came first, the deadly sin or the animal? I mean, clearly the animal, but
I was literally thinking that as I was talking about the animal. I'm like, did they name the animal after the deadly sin because it's so slow? Or did we name the deadly sin after God, Jon, that is deep.
you're not gonna learn it here, y'all, but you should go
No,
Google it.
no.
We're too lazy.
Yeah, we're too
Um,
lazy. Um,
I love a sloth, by the way.
I've never met one.
Oh, I mean, it's not like I love Ariana Grande. I've never met her.
No?
Not a sloth.
But I just think right now in this world, we are on the go all the time. So I'd say that we're always at 100. And I feel like it used to be like everyone hovered around 60%. So like not overdoing it, not underdoing it. And now we're like either at 100 or like 10. Right? Like and at that 10 is like that slothy laziness where you're literally are like slouched on a couch, like just and I don't think that's a bad thing. So it's almost like a recharging station for yourself.
So where, like, something that's, like, lazy or slothy could have originally been, like, without like, not caring and sort of, like, just sort of being blasé, you're saying now sloth is sort of, like, shifted into this byproduct of not knowing when to shut off,
I think it's when you
and
know to shut off.
the way that you are in the moments after you shut off.
And, like, I recognize I'm being sloth-like, and I embrace it.
I mean, the workaholic as a sloth or a couch potato, I could hear it, I think if a person's hyper busy with, like, work, um, it could potentially mean, like, that they're avoiding some things, like,
Mm.
but
Mhm.
I wonder what happens in those times that are when they're slothy, right? I think that it's in those times where your mind goes that's important to, like because when you're lazy, your brain wanders.
Mhm.
Where does your brain my brain's wandering right now.
Mm. Go get it.
Well, no, it needed a passport, it'll be back.
Uh, where does my brain wander? I think
When
that's, like, the social media, like, just swiping of, like, just not thinking and just swiping.
the laziness of swiping
Yeah, and you don't and sometimes you don't even watch good content because 'cause you're just lazy and you just wanna keep swiping.
and,
So,
like, avoiding what you're supposed to be doing.
all the time.
Yeah, I can
Jon,
relate
I
to
have a
that.
question for you.
Oh,
If you had
no.
to put $1,000 down, who would win, a sloth or a snail?
This is such a good question. Um, I'm gonna say a sloth because they both move at the same speed, but a sloth is bigger, so it covers more ground.
What if they're the same size?
Oh my god, a sloth, so I didn't even think of that.
See,
Definitely the
size
snail.
matters.
Definitely
Definitely,
the
definitely
snail.
the snail.
Yeah,
Oh my
hands
god, the
down.
snail is like literally a lubed up animal.
It really is. Um, oh god, a snail I don't know, what would you say to that? You think a snail because of the lube?
No, I would pick the sloth. Arms.
Okay, arms.
That's
Opposable thumbs are a thing.
yeah.
All right, let's talk about more funny things that have to relate with
Well,
sloth.
then be funny, John. My gosh.
Listen, I'll talk about something that's so unfunny but very sloth-like,
Okay.
the DMV.
Oh, I feel like the people that work at the DMV are sloths, like in the
S
movie.
Slothnonymous with slothiness.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Get into the sloth of it all because yeah, I agree. Also, doctor offices.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reception desks. I'm sorry, if you're a receptionist, like, I need you to tell me, like, some more value points because you're just getting in the way of what I'm trying to get there to do. Honestly, I don't need a receptionist. If a sloth were a person, it wouldn't just miss a deadline, it would miss,
Mm.
like, the notification and then the deadline, and then they'd miss the notification that they missed the notification to the deadline. Like, I don't know what to tell you, and I feel like that's what the experience is at DMV or doctor's offices sometimes.
John, I went to go get an X-ray this
Tell me,
morning, and they open at 8 AM. I got there at 7:57. She made
as
me
we
wait
do.
3 minutes before she serviced me.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I was at, the grocery today, and I had everything in my hands because I didn't think I was gonna, need a cart, and, it's a place where you can, like, put your things down, like, they don't have a conveyor, Trader Joe's, and,
Yep.
th she saw I had all these things, and they had that little pull-out thing, that, like, shelf that you can put your things on. All that was on there was a carton of eggs, and there was,
Mm.
like, 12 things in the other person's shopping cart that she was finishing to ring out, and she was just pulling out one item, and then she started a new conversation with them, and I'm just like, my garlic dip is about to fall out of my hands, and I'm like, "If you moved any slower, ma'am, like, we're gonna have a spill on aisle 4," and I just wanted to put my things down. Like, it's amazing to me. People just don't see, you know?
I mean, speaking of people that don't see, like, I literally just told you I got an X-ray this morning, and you didn't even ask me if I was doing okay.
The
Lazy.
first the first
Lazy, John.
Well, no, it's just that I don't care, but, back to no, I'm just kidding. Actually, the first thought was, "What's wrong?" But then I figured if it was death, like, if you were gonna die, you would've told me.
I mean, would I?
"Brian, are you dying?"
No.
"Okay, what happened?"
No, my back, girl, it's just been hurting. It's really not a big deal. So the doctor's like, "Go get an X-ray." So I did, and it's probably from me sitting and working too hard and not being lazy enough.
Well, it's sitting too long, I think, you know?
Sitting too long, correct.
Um, I think that sloth, now that you bring it into context of work and stuff, I think that it could be considered one of the most modern of the deadly sins.
Yes.
Because every app and service seems to be designed to make us more slothful, from not wanting to drive to not wanting to get our own food to not wanting to go out in public and meet our own dates. To me,
Mm.
they all just sort of like, are we outsourcing our deadly sins now?
No, I just think it takes many different forms.
I agree. All right.
You know, like, when I go to work now in the morning, I'm in the burbs, everyone, and I either walk or I drive to the train station, and all the kids are walking to high school. John, you don't see any pants anymore. Everyone is literally just in, like, gym clothes and gym like, comfy clothes. Is that not a little bit of laziness? Sloth-like?
It is. Do you think that there's a little bit of, like, judgment as well? Like, are we judging people be thinking that, like, athleisure wear just makes them lazy? It's funny, don't you think it would be the opposite? I guess if you were fat wearing workout clothes.
I just remember in high school, we got, like, a PJ day, and that was, like, a thing. Now they just wear PJs every day.
Like, they have special, like, events where they're like, "Wear your best clothes to school day." Just
I
once a
literally was
year.
walking by and this girl was wearing a teddy, like a new
Like a
Victoria's
onesie?
Secret
Oh, a
teddy.
teddy?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
You could smell her vagina for days.
I was just gonna say, like, in those instances, the parents are the culpable ones, in my opinion.
Have you ever laid on the couch and, like, something's on TV and you really wanna change the channel, but the remote's just slightly too far and you're like, I'll just let what's on the TV stay."
That happens all too much. Sometimes, like, I'll just get comfortable and I'll lose the remote, and I'm like, "Oh, Golden Girls it is."
which of course Golden Girls on your TV. Also, you know my epitome of laziness, John? Everything in my house is voice activated. I'm sometimes too lazy to say it. I'll like have to have a conversation with myself saying, Brian, just say it. Brian, just ask it to stop. And I don't do it. I'm like, all you have to do, Brian, is say it. And I still have to have a conversation with myself to do it.
That's just
That's bad.
ADHD. That's just ADHD. That's ultimate low effort sin, not being able to talk to your technology.
I just don't want to do it. And I'm like, ugh. It's so bad. I don't know, laziness. Okay, let's think about good laziness, though.
A nap.
Like, ooh, a nap, a lazy river.
Oh, a lazy river, a lazy Susan.
Oh, also good. See,
Mhm,
lazy
mhm.
is, like, in.
Yeah. Um,
A lazy bottom, a lazy top.
is there such thing as a lazy top? I guess
Yeah, you just lay there, and
so.
the person gets on top and does
It's like
the yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
riding a
Lazy side.
joystick.
I guess sides are lazy.
You better not. You can log on to my OnlyFans and see how unlazy our side selves are. No, I'm
Let's
just
get into the
kidding.
gay lazy of it all.
A gay lazy, I mean, some people would say that like a lot of gay men's wrists are sloth-like because they just
Oh,
hang.
heavy wrist.
Heavy is the wrist.
I also think the laziest gays are the hottest ones, like the ones that show up in just gym like a t-shirt and jeans. Like, they don't overdo it, they're just kinda, like, a little manly, like, their dress isn't too over the top, just, like, very simple.
But are they putting their effort elsewhere? Because if you're looking good in jeans and a white t-shirt, then you're probably
Mm,
working out.
fair, fair.
Now, let's like okay, so, gosh, in the gay world, how about somebody who like, doesn't I was gonna say because me, I don't care about fashion. I
We
have
know,
sort of
we know.
oh gosh. I feel
Lazy.
attacked. I feel attacked. I would fight back, but I'm feeling very slothy this evening.
You are.
Yeah. Well, what
Is
else?
it because you weren't lazy this weekend? You were, like, riding donkeys and
I was moving. I went for a 4-mile run yesterday. I went for a 4-mile walk on Friday. I've been the epitome, or excuse me, I've
so
been the
you
ant
earned your sloth.
I earned oh, okay. So exactly. I was the antithesis of sloth, so I feel like I earned my sloth. Can you earn deadly sin points that you could
Yes.
use?
Yes.
I like this game.
Debit, credit, all the way.
Can you use them at different stores like Gluttony?
100%.
I
Bring your
love
sloth
this.
card,
It's
you
like
know?
your 7 deadliest rewards.
Yeah, I sometimes if I'm really tired, I'm out in public, I'll just go to the nearest Casper mattress store, bring my sloth card, and just take a nap in their mattress.
Casper, not a sloth, a ghost.
Fair. Devin Sawa, hot.
My god, so hot. Like,
I don't
what?
think he's hot anymore.
No, but, like, Casper, what was the other one? Now and Then?
Devin Sawa now and then. Now
Wasn't
and
he
then was so
also
good.
Now and Then was so good.
You
Rosie
know who else is
O'Donnell?
really cute? Jonathan Brandis, but he killed himself.
Wait, what?
Sea-Watch.
Oh, the horse riding one? No, Seabiscuit. See, what's Sea-Watch?
Some show from, like, the '90s.
Oh,
Jonathan Brandis.
tragic.
Totally tragic.
I was
He
gonna
was
say
lazy and killed himself.
I was gonna say, like, Rosie O'Donnell was in that film, Christina Ricci's, older
Epic cast, and the girl
epic
that
cast.
played the other friend that was the fat one,
Yeah, the
she
redhead?
died at a young age. She's dead already,
Wait,
22.
the redhead?
Yeah. No, well,
S
Thora Birch is not dead.
Not Thora Birch, but the other
The
one with the
other
curly
one that
hair.
wasn't that famous, dead.
Yeah,
Mhm, gluttony.
well well, actually, I was gonna ask you 'cause, assuming that that was the case, I don't know this news, so I'm just gonna just assume that she overate
Ride with
herself.
it.
Overate herself to some level of unhealthy death. Um, do you think sloth is like an extension of, like, depression,
It could be.
right?
Like
I
being
f
lazy.
Yeah, I feel like or just not being motivated or not caring.
I think if you're sloth too much, it leads to depression.
Yeah.
But if you sloth enough to recharge, it's perfect.
And I think it could be deadly because there's this whole idea around, like, not doing anything that, like, the devil, like, sort of, or the concept of the devil, right? I don't believe in the
Yeah.
devil. But, like, just people having time for being mischievous and it finding idle hands, right? Like, just not being busy and just like, that's why people always say, like, staying out of trouble, staying busy, staying out of trouble. Like, that's why I think it's
Mhm.
important also to like sort of not like always be slothy because I know myself and trouble's my middle name. So,
Is it?
well, it's Nathan, but sometimes my mom would say, Jonathan Trouble, get over here. No, I'm just kidding.
I think sloth can lead to messy.
Like
Like, think
sloppy.
people that leave their laundry unfolded all week or don't clean their dishes. So I do think sloth can lead to just being dirty.
I think it's interesting that sloth has an external manifestation that you can see a lot of times, like gluttony. You can see if somebody's overweight, or what's another one? Wrath, I guess. One where you can see if
Yeah.
somebody's really angry. The visual manifestation of sloth is like somebody who's disorganized or very dirty.
Yeah.
Maybe even lacks hygiene. Sadly.
Maybe.
Yeah. I heard something really interesting though recently rather, where they were reframing depression as compression, meaning
Come
like
what?
I reframe everything with the word come in front of it and it always helps.
Come
Um,
again?
come all you faithful. Um,
Come on my face? Oh, wait,
co-
that's too direct.
come on say what? No, but you know, I think that yeah, I think that compression as an idea, like, makes me feel like it's a place where I'm allowed to be slothy and I'm allowed to, like, rejuvenate and sort of regenerate for others as opposed to feeling so guilty about being slothy, you know?
I'm not lazy. I'm just
No.
energy efficient.
I'm a smart light bulb.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let me be, you know?
Mm, I really wanna talk about sloths again, though, because at the beginning, you
The
started talking
animal.
about
Well,
I
they
loved
have a new
them.
movie coming out.
What movie like,
Sloth
is
was in the first Zootopia movie,
that I knew.
and Zootopia 2's coming out.
Ironically, Sloth was an employee at the animal DMV.
DMV. I
Yep,
know. And he embodied sloth. And honestly, when I watch his character, I do get very frustrated.
because of how slow he is.
Yes, and I hate slow people.
So, but here's what's really crazy is like, okay, so I dislike slow people too, but I
Yeah.
also have compassion and empathy. So, like, for example,
Do you?
no, but if I was walking behind an old person, for example, I would
Yes.
try very hard to keep my
To not trip
calm.
them.
Well, I would only push them a little.
Right. Aside.
Uh, not a top, not a bottom, I'd push them
Aside.
aside. "Sir, I'm a side, I could push you that way." Um,
Have respect for me. I'm gay.
yeah, but, like, a mother who's, like, struggling with, like, a kid or, like, something, like, where you, like, you know, you have to, like, practice that where, like, you kind of are in a rush and you wish you weren't so
Mm,
that's more on the wrath side, never mind, because that would make you angry, that wouldn't make you wanna slow down.
yeah.
What makes you slow down then?
What makes me slow down?
Yeah.
Weed.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
A nap.
A nap, weed,
A bath
both? Ooh. Oh, all 3. I need all 3. I'll be doing all 3 after this podcast.
with a toaster.
In the bathtub.
100%.
It's a beautiful life. Well, it
It's
was a beautiful life.
yeah, exactly, and was a beautiful life.
But no, I think that anybody who feels that they are being too slothy or whatever, I say you have to be graceful to yourself or figure it out.
Love yourself.
Love yourself. Love your
Love
sloth.
lazy.
Love your sloth.
Love your athleisure wear.
Love your slothshire. I can't do it, Brian.
Listen, we've reached the end of the show. We tried to make it longer, but everyone, we just got tired and lazy.
That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hit that end button, as you should do probably too. And go back and listen to the other ones.
Stay lazy, my friends. We'll be
Uh,
here next week.
Bye.
Probably. Bye.
This was Out Loud and Laughing.
We're available everywhere you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.